Yo, what is up, my peeps? Jermaine Matt Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you. We're gonna be playing some Final Fantasy VI today. So pitter patter, let's get at her. Let's bring up the stream. Let's bring up the chat. Let's bring up the game. Last time, we convinced the gambler Setzer to give us a ride on the only airship in the world to the southern continent so that we could infiltrate the Empire, the Gestalian Empire. Everybody's floating. That we can infiltrate the Gestalian Empire and their Magitech research facility. And rescue some espers who had been trapped in there. Actually, you know what? Rage. Set up their auto attacks actually properly. Dragoon boots? Why, those are just best. Legit did not see that coming. Dragoon boots, you say? I think I went the wrong way. No, I can do this coming back this way. I can make this work. Yeah, I'll probably throw a save in here. Wonder what's in the unmarked building. No, we are in fact returners. Excellent, that refreshes your mana too. I wasn't sure it refreshed your MP. I thought it did. But it's been a while since I played this section of the game. Trying to get over to the Magitech Research Facility. What are you doing? Shh, I'm a returner. I've heard all about you. I'll distract us. Yes, let's go. Oh, must have had a few too many. Get out of here, you bum. I think I'm gonna spew. The Imperial soldier should say, you're gonna spew into this, to reference an old Mike Myers movie. Now, I will absolutely warn you guys right here. I will occasionally be glancing at a guide in this section. The only reason being is you only ever get one shot to come in here. And it can be incredibly confusing. I don't want to miss anything. We actually go down this ladder. I think we come back up here. Not super happy with the damage I'm doing. These guys must have high physical resistance. Change your tactics. Things first. Everybody in the back row. Heck them. Lame tongue. Actually, that helps a great deal. In fact, I think it's optimal. Because the only one I was going to keep in the front row anyway was Celeste. So everybody else can do something much more effective from the back row. we go over here. Thunderblade. We can put that on. Actually, I believe we put that on Celeste for the best use. Yeah. Put Flame Tongue on him. Now, this Mug. His tools, we will use the Noise Blaster. She will just attack. He is going to use Angliform. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, as well. Magic. Float. Remedy. Leave. Thought there was a way to get into that pipe, but I don't see it, so we will instead go down the conveyor belt. Come on, cop. Hands are shaking like a leaf today. I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, I have a pretty good idea of why. Midnight Beta comes up today. Ice Brand. Zephyr Cloak. A lot of loss to strength, but some pretty good addition to evasion, since she's the only one doing non-magical attacks. Wish we had another Thunderbrand. No, we'll leave Flame Tongue on there. Yeah, we might as well put Ice Brand on there. I mean, he's only mugging anyway. Is there a secret way? thought for sure there was something somewhere in there. Something hidden in there somewhere. Okay, so that means we need to go make a change here. %for her, 53% for him. He's already got it. So I think we next put Kieran on Edgar. So we go back to Locke, and we equip him with Ron. We steal there? Like we stole a Bio Blaster since we've got 3 of them. Our typical 3-sort thing. Keep everything in the correct order. I forgot to heal that. I really should go back and do that. What the hell? Lose 10 evasion. They gain a bunch of defense. Yeah, what the heck. We'll make Celeste our golden soldier. I think I may have actually gone the wrong way. Normally, I come at this from the other side. Proto armors are tough. Golden armor. 51 defense, 34 magic defense. And the golden armor is 55, 37. Definitely. I could have sworn there was a second thing in this room. I usually come from the other side. I have definitely done it in the wrong order. That's okay. Mistakes are allowed. Everything in here. Some more Dragoon boots. What's up here? Ow. Yow. Would you please, for the love of all that's holy, cast Aqua Breath? Thank you. You're really unlucky there. It's supposed to be a 50-50 shot to cast its special ability or just attack. If it's just attacked like 3 times in a row there. Yeah, I think that is definitely the wrong way. So the way that this is meant to be done is you're meant to go on the conveyor belt. go. You come out here. You hear Kepka slap, and you hide behind the box. I'm a god! I'm all-powerful! I'll collect more espers. I'll extract their magic. And then I'll revive the Warring Triad. I've already drained all of your powers. You're useless to me now. You two, take a hike. That's where we're meant to come up here. Actually, I am going to check. As I warned y'all, I probably would. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Did I? I'll find out in a second here. I might have missed something. According to this. So I just need to see. Do not have a golden shield. Good Edgar Kira. Okay, so since he's got it, I think she's next. Yep. Means it's Siren. Okay. Up the stairs, eventually reach a golden shield. Golden shield, there we go. I've fought all the enemies from here. eyes Sochi today. Must be the dust. It must just be the dust. That's right, yes. I know what to do. I remember now. Now we go and follow those espers that Kefka threw in the trash. Come back up here and we ride this conveyor belt again. Down the conveyor belt where we threw them. What we're gonna do though is we're gonna de-equip Ice Brand. Go back to the boomerang just for this fight. I mean, technically I should de-equip Flame Tongue as well. Yeah, let's do that. Can't have that sword. Yeah, I don't think so. I do believe that in here is a save point. Definitely going to save. Again, have him use Anguiform. He will... Nope.
in Edmonton is 1 degree and mostly sunny. Today, it'll be mostly...
Every time. Forgot about that. Oh, Piraga for you this time, my friend. I sense a familiar strength. Who are you? You have Rama's power. Wait. You're Espers. I can see why Rama entrusted you with his power. Let's go talk to Ifrit. Ishtal has captured many more of us. We're all here being trained in their powers. I too suffered my turn in one of the capsules. When they finish draining us of our powers, they dump us down here to die. We haven't much time left. We and Rama are siblings. Each was born with a different elemental power. If Rama was willing to give you his strength, then we shall do the same. Friends are also running out of time. I'm sure they will lend you their strength as well. Shiva Magicite. Ifrit Magicite. There we go. Ice brand on him. Anytime on him. And abilities lock. Cura and drain. Strength +1. Oops. Get this now. Wizard, Bazaar, Rasp, Osmos are the most useful. Shiva. And get him. Whispers. Ifrit. She's on Kieran, which is still useful for her. Gao's on Kate Sith. Yeah, on a +1. +10. Yeah, Kate Sith is the right one for him at the moment. Abilities. Magic. Everybody. There's one thing more I need to check. Next place we want to make sure we run into General and Trapper. Even attempt to move on. Oh, actually, no. Look. Oh yeah, I still don't have a raise yet, so you have to use a Phoenix down. To fight a general before we leave these stairs, it says. So, Mug, and Runic, and Jump. Rage, and Form seem to work well. Where are you, General? Go. It's yeah. Pained a stone blade. Actually, now that I'm out of the bottom part, I think I can put these guys back in the front. These physical attacks work really well. So Hitlermergia, Destroyer, General and Trapper. This is just one more thing that's a boss. And we're all floating. Rage. Hey, Steve! This is the Imperial Magitech Research Facility. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So he is going to... Stray Cat. Where are you, Stray Cat? Entirely possible that I got too many rages. Okay, first things first. Item... Green Cherry, where are you? Green Cherry on Celeste. Then item... Remedy. Where are you? Remedy. Him... Magic. Kira. On everybody. Runic. Attack. Runic. Item. High Potion. Runic. That should cure him of his confusion at the very least. Magic. Kira. Everyone. Oh, he's a boss. That's why he's kicking our butts. Like, really badly. And Celeste is about to die again. Played that super badly. Bet you if I was to go and read the guide on it, I pretty much did everything wrong. Oh, if only that were so, my friend. If only 'twere so. Yeah, looks much better. Whew. But I do not read guides for boss fights. We got Emergia, we got Destroyer, we got Trapper, we got General. We are good to leave here. Yeah, magic points, MP, mana points, stuff like that, yeah. Oh, look at all these poor espers in tanks being drained of their powers. We best free them. You wish to help us, but we haven't long to live. We will follow Ifrit's example. Our power we entrust to you. The Empire is harvesting their magic. But what the Empire didn't realize is the only way to get the maximum amount of power out of an Esper is to have it turn to Magicite. Then you can get their full power. What are these? So, when Espers die, they leave behind the essence of their powers. The power contained within these stones would be far greater than what we could ever hope to extract. I refuse to comment on that on the grounds that it would spoil the game. Hundreds of times greater. Interesting. Morning, Theo. Doing pretty good. How are you doing today, buddy? Professor Sid. General Celeste. Who are these shady characters? Your underlings? No, you see, Is it true you infiltrated the rebel group as a spy? Celeste? Oh, I see. Magicite. Excellent work, Sid. General Celeste, we needn't keep up the charade any longer. Bring me those Magicite crystals. Celeste, you tricked us? Of course not. Please, trust me. Hee, the sweet taste of betrayal. Oh, Celeste, that's so you. Locke, believe me. I. Come on, Locke, just believe the girl. Now! Chunk, 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 chunk. Kill them all! Locke, let me protect you for once, and maybe then you'll believe me. Celeste, what are you doing? Stop! Celeste. Heck off! What happened? Oh no, this is bad. That blast reversed the energy flux in the extraction chambers. We need to get out of here. Quick, over here. Oh, what have I done? There's no excuse for it, no matter how much Kefka may have threatened me. Draining the life energy from espers just to make people stronger. You've helped me come to a decision. I'm going to talk to the Emperor and make him realize how foolish this whole war is. Well, first things first. Magic. Float. Second thing second. Espers. What should we give to him? He's got all four of those. So it's no good giving him the one that was equipped to Celeste. Let's see what Unicorn does. Oh, that's actually kind of nice for him. We'll give him Unicorn. Somebody else has already got something equipped, so we're good. Oh, I should save before I do anything else. Save. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's entirely possible that because there's a section coming up where the enemies generated are random and you have no option to farm to get the right enemies. So it may be necessary to come back and redo the section. You have to rescue her. You have to get her back. Let's just put it to you that way. Celeste, I've known her ever since she was a child. I doted on her as if she were my own daughter, but I also forced her to become a Magitech Knight. If I ever get to see her again, I want to apologize for all of my mistakes. Oh no, it's Kefka! Go! You're literally on rails. Okay, hang on. I have a purple and a red Magna Rotor. Okay, that is good, because it's entirely possible that you don't have both. Let us... yeah, let's Angloform. What the heck? That seems to be working really well. Tools, drill. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice scene. In the original game, you actually get to choose which direction you go. and one of the tracks is longer than the other. I guess that was their um, justification for having it so it was entirely possible to not run into one of the two Magna rotors. But it is something that they've kept to this day. Rather than mug. Angry form. Magic. Cure to everybody. Tools. Drill. Yeah, Gao's Angliform Rage is just destroying pools right now. This is the end of it. Yeah, hence his name, number 128. I would think he's lab experiment literally number 128. I suppose it would be less dramatic. Let's see. What are you getting from Ifrit? Drain, that can wait. Espers. Shiva, what would you get from Shiva? Blizzard, Bazaar, Raspasmos. Yeah, I think you're going to take that, because Locke has probably already got those. Yeah, he does, which means he needs Ifrit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go this way, I think. Oh, I meant to switch Locke's weapon to the Thunder Blade instead of the Ice Blade, because it works better on these enemies. And actually, if I'm gonna do this properly, I should actually use a tent. Now we're looking for Onion Knight. There we go, Onion Knight and Chaser. Go Mug, Onion Knight, Rage, Angliform. Hey, anywhere there's a save spot. Tools. Auto crossbow. Actually, magic. I forgot to cast float on everyone. Now that I've got the Chaser and Onion Knight, I think I'm good in the hood to escape. You're taking too long. I got worried. Where's Celeste? ... We can talk about it later. Let's get out of here. Crud! What a mess! Hee hee! You're not getting away from me! We did it. We'd better not overstay our welcome. Let's get out of here fast. That sounds like an excellent idea, but it seems like we're rather in demand. Here they come. I don't like the look of those things. Blink, blink. Ooh, wow, ooh, wow. Surrounded. I'm trying to remember. There's one particular. Okay, he does have a. They do have a weakness to water. Okay, I wasn't sure if they absorbed water and had a weakness to lightning, or they absorbed lightning and had a weakness to water. Is that? And we use jump onto that one. And we use magic lizard on that one. Slot. Chocobo Stampede. Take some chocobos that run across the sky for some reason. You crane arm. Ooh, we're out of control. Ooh, we're out of control. I'm worried about Terra. Let's head back to Zozo. Terra, who's that? I'll explain everything on the way. About Terra, the Espers, the Returners. But we did have 2 crane arms attached to us there for a little bit. Everyone's here. Terra. The Magicite. It's responding to Terra. Father? I remember now. I was raised in the Esper world. The Esper world. I guess we're an Esper now. Let's talk to this guy. Modern! Someone's trying to come through the gate. Now, I don't know if I can... I can't access my menu, or I would show you. Modern is the name of one of the Espers that we rescued at the facility, and he turned himself into Magicite. Hey, pull yourself together. Wait, is this a... Well, we returned for her. We don't leave, you know, helpless people out in the middle of the field. She's still quite weak. She'll need to rest for a while. She's a human? She must have wandered in from the other world by mistake. Okay, I'm trying not to say that. We ought to kill her right away. Humans and Espers are incompatible. Calm down, wolf guy. What's your name, Gen Greymane? She's still quite weak. She needs to rest. But let's talk to her. Did I wake you? You're an Esper? What's that pendant around your neck? I'll give it to you. A charm from the Esper world. The Esper world? So that's where I ended up. Everyone is at a loss as to how you, a human, could have made it into our world. You're the one who saved me, aren't you? My name is Madeline. I was sick of living in the human world. It's nothing but a pit of greed and hate. So I wandered out into the storm, and before I knew it, I was here. They say that humans and Espers can't coexist. Are you saying you don't want me here? No, I'm just not sure. I'll return to my own world tomorrow. All right, someone can show you the way back. That human already left. I wonder if she'll be all right without a guide. That human girl went to the gate quite a while ago. The humans learned of our powers and decided to try and make use of them. That would be a terrible thing indeed. What's wrong, Modern? Madeline? Madeline! If you don't want to go back to your world, you're welcome to stay here. But humans and espers can't be together. How can we know for sure, unless we try for ourselves? Modden's got moves. I'm just saying. He's like floating around the room, sparkling. It's like Twilight, but better. Like a lot better. He's a sparkly magical creature. She's a human. She fell in love with him. I've chosen a name for her. What is it? Terra. It's beautiful, isn't it? 2 years later. Steve. Well, it was a girl. Steve's a slightly odd name for a girl, even in this day and age. Humans! The nexus between our worlds is open again. The storm is just like the one 2 years ago. This is different from the time Madeline came here. This one brings with it an army that seeks our magical powers. It would be like the Spanish Inquisition. Because as a wise man once said, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. This is no good. Retreat to the Elder's house. Aha! I finally found it. After all that time spent decoding the secrets of the ancient texts, now it's time to reap the rewards. Grab them, riches to any man who captures an Esper. Go! Terra's all right. Are you, Terra? We've no choice. We must do the very thing we've been avoiding. You mean the magic barrier? I'll create a tempest to sweep all the invaders out of our realm. Then I'll seal the gate. Even among espers, the power to create a magical seal is limited to a single bloodline. I am the last of that line. But at your age... Oh no, that's the wrong one. But at your age, I may not survive, and without me you will never again be able to open the gate. Madeline. The other world holds nothing for me. Then it's decided. We have no other choice. What do you say, Gen Greymane? Won't be long before the humans make it here. This is all because of that human woman. Nonsense. She could have led them here for all we know. Enough. But she's one of them. It will only be a matter of time before she decides she wants our power. Oh no. I need to check if Terra's... Oh, she took Terra with her. Oh no. No. Oh, we don't want to go and get some cabbages right now, Modern. We're trying to save Terra. Where are you going? Madeline, she... Oh no, but it's already too late. I've begun activating the seal. You won't be able to return. I don't care. It's my wife and daughter. No, just when the ultimate treasure was within my grasp. Madeline. Maudin, I'm nothing like them. I know. Thank you. Will you come back home with me? Yes, of course. Oh no, Tara! Madeline! Maudin! Human woman? A human woman and a babe? Leave my daughter alone. Your daughter, hmm? Then she must be the product of a human and an... How fascinating. Mwahaha! It looks like my dreams of building an empire may come true sooner than I'd ever imagined. No. Quiet. This world will be mine to rule. As the magical gate closes. If that bothers... So I'm the daughter of an Esper and a human. That's why I have these abilities. I should be okay now. I can control this power, as long as I only use it in short bursts. Gestell already knew the secret of the Esper's powers back then. Those Espers in the research facility must have been the only ones they grabbed that day. And Celeste's power came at the expense of one of them. The Empire won't get away with this. I'll hit that Emperor with a blitz or two. How are things in Narshi? Maybe we should go head back and see. The airship's ready to go. Or, the airship's ready to go. Come on. I have to run to the washroom real quick, so I'm going to pause the game real quick. Yeah, I know how to fly. Thanks, Setzer, I got it. No, it's fine. I will be right back. Hang in there, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, we back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to run. My nose was getting really stuffy. Okay, I know what we do next. This is kind of when the game opens up. Do. I swear, temperature went above freezing again overnight. And there must have been, because I have my window open, a fly that woke up. Because now it's in here and it won't leave me alone. And I'm going to start swatting. I hate to swat, but I'm going to start swatting. Anyway, this is where the game opens up for exploration, where you can pretty much go anywhere you want, that kind of thing. Let's change our party members. We're going to want Terra in the party. We're going to want Edgar in the party. We're going to want Gao in the party, of course, because he's the... And we're going to want Sabin in the party. I think we were using amulets. Poison, darkness, and zombie, yep. And probably Zephyr Cape, but I want to see the difference between it and the White Cape. Yeah, that's right. Optimal. Amulet. Optimal. And abilities. Terra. What are we going to give you, Terra, for an Esper? I really should give her modded, because that's the 3 raw spells. And it's her father. But I don't think so. I think it would actually be better. We found a really good healing Esper for her at the moment. Espers. Phantom. Berserk. Vanish Gravity. Espers. Carbuncle. Espers. Bismarck. That actually... She already has Rays. I'm going to start with this one. And then I think I'm going to go to modded. Because she already has Rays and she already has Cure. By the time we get around to putting her in everything else, she will have access to a Cure 2 or Cure Espers for him, since he has no magic. Hey, Ramona. Thanks for copping on by the stream. I think we'll start with Siren. As soon as Terra's done with Bismarck, I'll throw him into Bismarck, and he'll follow her path. Bismarck into Modin. And again, for the same reasons. He's on Unicorn. He's on Shiva. What's he learning from Shiva right now? He's learning all... Okay, good. Good. Now, I'm going to do something incredibly foolish. Just because I cannot take... We will remove this one. We will put just... You know what? Zephyr Cloak has no downside for him, so we'll put it on him. And... yeah, I kind of like the Sniper Eye for him. Optimal. And... like Knight's Code, it's very thematic for him. And... yeah, I think that's all we'll put on him. I just want them to have the stuff that's the best for them right now, so that when I go to Narshi and I start spending money, I'm not spending money foolishly. So we're going to have Terra. We're going to have Edgar, Sabin, and Gao. Done. Yes. Oh wait, did I only do 3 there? No, I did all 4. Good. Actually, I want... X. That's the formation I would like. See, but you are vastly underleveled. That's why we gotta have you in the party. Take the wheel. Okay, so we're in Zozo. Here. Just gonna follow the road. There's that. And across. The Goldshire! No, we're not going to the inn in Goldshire. Headed to Narshi. So when it talks about match site, there we go. That. And a safe spot. Just because I likes to do it. Then we're gonna go shopping. We've been waiting for you. Please follow me. I guess we actually have to advance the story before we can go shopping. Oh, you're here. The people of Nashi have finally decided to fight the Empire. How did things go in Vector? Just occurs to me that I gave Bannon the wrong voice. I gave him the one of the Elder. But that's okay. I see. We've been trying to work out a plan to make use of Narshi's resources and Figaro's machinery, but we just don't have enough troops to storm the Empire. We have no choice but to open the sealed gate. You mean the gate to the Esper world? We'll never beat the Empire without their help. The sealed gate lies to the Empire's east. When we open it, the Espers can attack from there while we launch an invasion from the north. An attack on two fronts. Must re-establish the bond of trust that once existed between humans and Espers. The Espers must be made to understand that there is only one among us who can make them. Hera. If humans and Espers were truly incompatible, I would never have been born. I'll do it. I'm the only one who can. Stan, we can put an end to this war once and all. Terra, I know you can do it. Okay. Now we can shop. Okay. Trident, no. Boomerang, no. Morning Star. I had one. I had two. Hawkeye, definitely. Sakura, no. I think. No, that's not. Where is the arm? Oh yeah, I remember where the armor shop is now. It's over here. Welcome. Oh, a golden shield, you say? Why, don't mind if I do. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ray. Mithril helm. Yeah, I don't. From what I understand, the Mithril helm is not actually better than the green beret those are all wearing. Tiara. Huh, doesn't say if that's an increase or a decrease for her. And we need 2 golden helms. Mail, no. Power sash. It says 4. Yeah, we definitely need 4. Relic shop. What do you got? Black belt. Okay. There is a special thing that I can do in Narshe right now. But I'm just researching it to make sure I don't screw it up really quickly. That's right. That's how you do that. There is a missable secret character that you can recruit, and I wanted to make sure I didn't A, miss him, and B, screw up the recruiting of said secret character. I'm Lone Wolf, the pickpocket. This treasure's mine now. Well, Lone Wolf, I think I had best chase you. Gah! We don't take kindly to werewolves around these parts. Gah! It is quite beautiful, Steve, I agree. I quite like Narshi. Persistent, aren't you? Yeah. Safe spot. I quite like everything in this town, so... Or in this game, I should say. Bear rat? Is it overkill to use Angliform? It's something with 10 hit points for 500. It might be a bit overuse. Might be a bit overkill. We could totally win this, the were-rats. The were-rats were the first enemy you face after you get full control of Terra, after you get rid of the Magitech armor, so that's how... That is how weak they are. That's far enough. Come one step closer and the Moogle gets it. Far enough, yeah. I think you're bluffing. I don't think you'll do anything to that Moogle. Got a wild one. Hold still, you little... Ah! Grr. You'll never get this gold hairpin. I don't care. I'm gonna save Mog, because he saved me at the start of the game. Thanks, Kupo. You can talk? A Moogle who speaks the language of humans, who can summon the Earth's power through his dance. Use this name? Yes. An old dude named Rama taught me your language, Kupo. He kept showing up in my dreams and telling me to help you, Kupo. So I'm gonna help you, Kupo. That's how it's gonna be. Then take this! He looks like a Steve to you. I'll wait for you on the airship, Poopo. Yeah, he just rolled off the edge. He's not even a monk. It's like gimmick infringement, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I need to do one last thing before we start running around all over the map and continuing the story. That's not what I meant to do. If you remember correctly. Kupopo! I have a deep dislike for not having party members properly equipped. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take Mog shopping. So he can get stuff. No, it selects the gear that is technically the best attack and technically the best defense, but it's not always the best gear. Buy Mog a Trident. For instance, the bonuses that the Green Beret gives you far outweigh an extra, I think it's 1 armor that you would get with a helm if you were wearing it. That being said, it's a heck of a lot easier to just hit optimal. So we're going to buy one of those. Already wearing that. Like, a mithril helm technically gives you more defense than a green beret. See, it's 20 and then 13 magic. Well, this one is 19 and 13 magic. So you get 1 more defense with a mithril helm, But the green beret also gives you 10 evasion. And I think it raises your hit point. Yeah, it raises your maximum hit points by 1/8. So if I was wearing... You see a lot of these guys are wearing green berets. If I was to buy a mithril helm, any of these guys, the Optima would put the mithril helm on, even though the green beret technically is probably better. Equip Mog with Dragoon Boots and an amulet. Dang. I was just thinking, as much as I really want to have Sabin in my party, I think I might have to go with Mog. I think I might actually have to go with Mog. Because Sabin's blitzes... He'll get an AoE blitz right away, but that's a fire one. I don't think it's very useful. Let's see what the guide recommends for a party. Yeah, because we're going to go learn his dances anyway. So let's actually get a proper party going. So we want to keep Terra in there. Gao, definitely. And Edgar's actually really powerful. And we'll grab Mog. Done. Which also means we go down here to abilities. And Espers. Is... Oh, I don't want to take... No, we want one. Yeah, we want to take Sabin's Esper. Yeah. Because that's going to give us a good start. Now, we have a list of places to go to learn the dances that Mog needs to learn. And luckily, first, is the grasslands. I mean, I only hit it for 2,248 hit points. Now you got me thinking. How many hit points does a Leaf Bunny have? I mean, we hit it for 2,248 hit points. It has 33. So we didn't kill it that bad. Well, I gotta remember not to actually dance with Mog, so that he can learn that, because I believe... Yeah, I used Twilight Requiem and it changed the field. Safe to say it died. It's safe to say it died. Okay, so attack. Jump. Jump. Rage. Stray cat. Cat scratch. Mog learned Wind Rhapsody. Yeah. I mean, Darkwing, that kind of name kind of says that it should be destroyed. I mean, Darkwing Duck got destroyed a lot. Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Next one we need to learn is the Forest. Forest Nocturne. Excellent. And the next one after that should be Desert Rhapsody, which should be easy because right around here somewhere there's a desert. Apparently I can't do that here. I have to land in the green? Okay. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the ketchup that goes on your peanut butter toast. I am Darkwing Duck. Desert Lullaby. We've got Desert Lullaby. Okay. Twilight Requiem he's already got. Okay. So Mount Colts, outdoor areas will get us Earth Blues. And then we're looking at the trench. Okay. Where did I put that airship? There we go. Next closest place is Mount Colts. The outdoor areas of Mount. Hey! This thing is so quick. The Earth Blues from Mount Colts. Okay, you're not going to give me a fight out there. Just get through this fight quickly. Stray cat. Cat scratch. Zoom. Edgar learn Blizzard. sure we're healed up. I'm definitely going to have to take some time off stream to level up Sabin, because I just like the guy too much. I need him to be useful. Earth Blues, that's what we wanted. From here. What cheat? I don't use cheat codes. Y'all are seeing stuff. There was no cheat codes used there to get off the mountain. Okay. Down to Zozo we go. I am where? I am here. And Zozo is... I forget where Zozo is. Zozo's right there. Gotcha. So Zozo's right there. Come on. Batman. We just need a real quick fight in here. One of the reasons the Hill Gygus is so formidable is sometimes when you kill him, he casts Magnitude 8, which is an earthquake spell. Which is, again, another reason why I always have my characters floating. Okay. Look at that, look at that. It's the best way to do this. Because ideally, what we do next to keep our characters super duper overpowered, the next thing we do is we'd run along the belt again. Let me just take a second to write down what I would need on the belt. I'm not going to do the belt on this stream, but I just want to write down what I will need, so I don't have to look it up again when I do go to do it. Energy? Really? Thought that was later. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing this later anyway. I don't think I've seen some of these. Magna Rotor. Purple. trying to see if the auction house is open yet. And I think the best way to do that is that would be the other thing that I could do right now before I head back to the southern continent. But rather than trying to figure it out, let's just go look. And 38k, I don't think that's quite enough for that. Two things that I want. Yes. It cost me 30,000. The other two, another 30. So at 38, I should have what I need for the things that I want. Let's head to the auction house. Piece of Zone Seeker Magicite? Why, I don't mind if I do. The other Magicite we want is called Golem. I'll show you why we want it here. Osmos and Shell, and high amounts of points each time. Point multipliers, I should say. Angel Ring. What does the Angel Ring do? I forget. Oh, yeah, I can get it other places, and it's a regen ring. We will not be bidding on this. Be shy. It's also a repeatable bid, so we much more want Magicite. The Golem Magicite, in fact. There you go. You're gonna make me pay 20,000 gil for that, aren't you? I screwed up. I screwed up bad. How did I screw that up? I was looking at steps, not Gil. Yeah, I'm just gonna go look back and see how far back I gotta load. About half an hour worth. Wait, did I already get Mog in this I gotta go and look. See if I got Mog. Look, it's fine. We'll just pretend that our name is Sylvanas, and that's Genge Greymane. It's fine, it's fine. We'll be happy. I'm glad I could induce some laughter. Yubo! No, I said Greymane. Yeah, I wasn't about to read all through it. Not when we've already done it. And in fact, just gonna cheese this as quickly as possible. When I looked in my screen here to see if I had the money to buy both of the magicites that I wanted, I instead of looking at the amount of gil I had, I was looking at the amount of steps. And I was like, oh, I have 38,000 gil. I can afford 20 and 10. You know, wouldn't be a cop stream without a silly mistake. Yeah, a half an hour back isn't that bad. And like you saw how quick it was to get the dances that we wanted. So now I'm going to resave. I'll turn encounter. back on. Yep, we gotta do that too. Because we bought stuff for these three. So we have to equip them anyway. We might as well just go shopping with them again. Okay, so we'll go shopping on these tunes. We'll get Mog decked out properly. So he actually has a weapon. And proper armor. And we'll give him... No, you got that word correctly, Magicites. Okay. Start. Guys, Sakura. Well, you see, now that I know that I don't have the proper guild to afford both Magicites, I can very easily do a little bit of grinding to get it. Grinding is actually kind of easy in Judur, or right around Judur. Especially with as powerful as we are right now. It's not that bad. It really, really isn't that bad. And we gave him some Dragoon boots. And I think we gave him an amulet, yeah. Okay, and abilities. Espers. Shiva, I believe. No, Siren. Yes, take Siren off Sabin. There are quick saves, but it's a thing in this game. Quick saves exit the game. Mildly annoying. Okay. After I get my proper party put together, I will show you what I mean. Hera, Yao, Mog, and Edgar. Now we can disembark. Do a proper save. Free cat. Wind Rhapsody. Okay. Formation. No, that was it. So as I was saying, you do a quick save, like this. I swear to God, every other time I've ever played this game, quick saves have just kicked you out of the game. Well, live and learn. See, I learned something today, too. Forest Nocturne. Okay, so we got those two. Do not blame you at all with that. Not trusting them. Okay. So next is Desert. Zozo and Mount Colts. Okay. I now know what I'm doing. I think. I think I know what I'm doing. There's my desert. Oh yeah. Just because I learned last time I couldn't land in the desert doesn't mean I remembered it. Just because I learned something doesn't mean I remember it. Desert Lullaby. Gotcha. Okay, so now, boop. I believe that's Zozo there. Actually, that's the South Figaro Cave. So that means that's the little hut, and these are cliffs that I want to go up. Mount Colts. Get a dance. Of course, one step away from the door. There we go. Earth Blues. And Zozo is right over there. Zozo may actually be a better place to grind anyway. Honestly. If I recall correctly, actually, the mobs actually drop more gil in Zozo than they do just outside of Jadur, but... Blizzard and Thunder. Okay, so Terra, you are done with Bismarck. So, abilities, Terra, Espers, Zerk, Vanish Gravity, no. Carbuncle, Reflective, no. I think we said Modern for her. Yeah, there's a ghost in town. Yeah, he's there to instruct us on how to use Magicite. Now, see, I only have 13,923 gil. I need 30k. We might be here for a few minutes. Actually, the best place to farm gil, remember correctly, right this second, is actually on the southern continent. Tis in fact right here. In the forests. Because we have Mage, Lesser Low Class, Dance, 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 Revolution, Fireball. Yeah, this is the best place to grind some gil. You know, Mog, you could do me a solid and actually use your, or not Mog, Gao. You could use your Fireball. Yes, thank you. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, that's a Chocobo stable. I forgot that was there. Do this a little differently. Yeah, that's a little bit more powerful. Yeah, I almost think they didn't like me or something. Liver and chickens, a dog. Almost think they didn't like me. In fact, there's also random clowns with umbrellas out there that fight me occasionally, too. They sometimes group up with the dogs. It's true. Okay, 19. gonna look for 40k, because that's just a very comfortable number, I think. We need 30 for the auction house, 40 keeps us going. So we need about 20 more fights. They could be friends. It's entirely possible. Stranger things have happened. Oh, that iced tea is keeping me awake right now, let me tell you. So hyped up for today that I couldn't get any sleep last night. The thing about these Lit War chickens, if there's only Lit War chickens, I really needed some yesterday really badly. Most of what I needed yesterday had less to do with actual physical sleep and more to do with resetting my brain. As far as stress goes. I was just... the keys were starting to get to me. That's why I stopped playing them. I've said this a number of times in Metro's comment section when he does videos reviews. If you're in a position where you're going to be that angry that quick for that little reason, you shouldn't be doing keys. Okay, so what is the next Esper we're going to give? Yeah, we can give him Lox Esper. Give him Ifrit. And Mog can have... instead of Siren, Mog can have... oh, about the chickens. If they're by themselves, oftentimes one of the things that they can do... wait. Is they can cast Quake. No, I don't mind that at all. Oops. Want to give Bismarck? Yeah, might as well. They can cast Quake, which is what you think it is. It's a giant hole in the earth that opens up underneath your feet, which is why all of my characters always have float. 16 more fights. It is kind of fun. It's one of the reasons why eventually what you want to do is go to the Veld and learn Lit War Chicken. I'm not gonna lie, it is something of a concern for me. About as much as mobs coming out of the Mythic Plus dungeons in World of Warcraft. Oh no, a back attack! Yeah, they're kind of part reptile. They're very nasty. They're kind of like chicken dragons. Or as the rest of the world knows them, Canadian geese. I forget what the slang for Canadian geese is, but it's something to that effect. Oh, she learned all three? Very good, Terra. She is learning quick. What's next? For Terra. Tabulus? No. Carbuncle? Actually wouldn't be bad. Phantom. Kate Sith is confused. Yes, there we go. That's her next one. Cobra chickens, yes. Or as they're known in Final Fantasy, Litwar chickens. Canadian geese. And they've earned every millimeter of that name. Canadian geese are mean. Wait, he was on Unicorn. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Okay. 32, so 8 more battles. It's a weird plural, I'll give you that. Canadian language, or the English language is incredibly weird for non-native speakers to learn. It's got so many exceptions, so many rules, and so many exceptions to the rule, it's just stupid. I say that as someone who was born and raised as a Canadian speaker, or as a English speaker. Homonyms, homophones, similes. It's very, very bad. A lot of people say, for a non-English native speaker, it's the hardest language to learn. I took my first French class in 2nd grade, I believe. So right about the same time. I had 10 years of French classes. Legally, I'm bilingual. how I always put it, because technically, legally, I could have applied for a job as a translator after I got out of high school. But that was almost 34 years ago, because I graduated in 92. So, yeah, almost 34 years ago. If you were to drop me in the middle of Quebec, and I had to live and survive by speaking and understanding French, it would eventually come back to me. And I would eventually be able to get by and relearn a lot of it. But I can't say that I understand it conversationally. Yes and no. It's very... Canada's a very weird place sometimes. Indeed, it's we're not small. That's for sure. Okay, that's Zozo, so down here is where I'm trying to get to. Yeah, it really depends on what you mean by accent as well. There are... I have spent... Oh, back when I was first streaming, I spent almost 30-some hours. The first time I ever streamed, I spent almost 30-some hours. And most of the people who were in my stream, and I don't know how it happened, but I got hit in the face with the algorithm somehow. And I averaged 200 people in my stream at a time for over 30 hours. Most of whom were Americans. Not a single one of them realized I was a Canadian. Off the hop, per my accent. So the simplistic way that I always put it is that there's no such thing as a quote-unquote Canadian accent, which is technically untrue. In the same way that every language has an accent, right, to people from another place. But the accent that Americans typically associate to Canadians doesn't technically exist in Canada. There's people in, like, Minnesota and places around there, North Dakota, that speak that way, but Canadians technically really don't. There's an accent that some of our people from the eastern part of Canada, specifically Newfoundland and Labrador, have, that is like the accent that Americans think we have, only turned up to 10,000. It's... If you were to hear an actual, and you'll forgive the wording here, because it's an affectionate term, but a lot of people mistake it for a slur. It's not. We call them Newfies. And those are people from Newfoundland and Labrador. This is a term of affection because they speak so much differently than everywhere else. They speak incredibly quickly and with a mix of British, Irish, Scottish accents and their own twist on it. And it's just so incredibly quick that you would never understand a single word they're saying if you listen to it. Them talk to each other not knowing that there is someone else around. But because of economic reasons, a lot of people have left Newfoundland and Labrador for the more western provinces, especially when the oil boom was huge. So there actually are quite a few quote-unquote Newfies all over the country, which doesn't help with the whole Canadian accent. Dune boggle. Yeah, that's fair. The way I always put it to Americans, that seems to work really well, is I will say, saying Canadians all have one accent is like saying all Americans sound like people from the south of the United States. It's just not true. Yep. There's a whole bunch of different accents in America, and it's the same with Canada. Functionally, most Canadians have an accent that is so indistinguishable from the American accent that there's like as no difference. From the general American accent, that is. Come on, give me some magicite. You're gonna punish me for making that mistake, aren't you, game? It's very apparent. I have family that's from South Carolina. Like my niece and nephew. My brother married a girl from South Carolina, and that's where his kids were born and where they live to this day. It's a very distinct accent. I bid. Oh, I bid by mistake. Don't sell it to me. Thank God. Okay, so I don't screw myself over, I'm going to step outside of the town and hard save. I just realized I could very easily make a mistake while talking. And just so that I don't do that and have to redo the last half hour. Yeah. Well, because there's kind of a negative connotation to the word accent as well. Like you're denigrating the way they speak by saying accent. There is that kind of connotation to it in certain situations. So I think that's kind of valid. Yeah, dialect definitely sounds a bit more neutral. Now, see, the game is punishing me. You saw how quickly those Magicite came up the first time we were going after them. Now it's giving me this silly thing. Last 3 times in a row it's given me this silly thing. The game is punishing me for my mistakes. Alexa, put the Final Fantasy VI in the motherload. Starting to not be joking about it. Check something. I think servers may be up. Give me a second. I did make a quick check on something. Yeah, I'm not in the beta. If the beta is up, I'm not in it yet, so we continue with Final Fantasy VI. No, I bid 10,000 in something I'll never get because he'll bid 500,000. I do still have 40,000, right, dude? Okay, good. It's supposed to be today. It's not on my launcher yet. That's what I was checking. I even restarted it. Good, at least it's not the Chocobo. It's not something I'm going to get, but it's not the Chocobo. As do I, my friend. As do I. At least it wasn't the silly Chocobo again. Just want some Magicite. Just want 2 different things of Magicite. I swear the game is punishing me for making that mistake and coming back. Thank the good Lord. Golem Magicite. Bid 20,000. 20,000 for that. Yay! Golem Magicite! Golem Magicite? Teaches you Cura at a 5 times rate instead of at a 1 times rate. So it's 5 times as fast to get your second level Cure. As it is from, I think Siren is the other one. Okay. So that I don't make a boo-boo. Now that I have one of the 2 Magicites. Save. Save. Just give me the other Magicite, I'll be happy. Thank you! Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Wait, what Esper was she using? I forget. Float and Imp. That's the Esper she was using. There we go. There we go. Kate Seth. Okay. Okay, that's done. Quick, run out of town, save. And now... go to a town on the Empire's continent. Because... no, it's up here. Yeah, I would never defy you guys. Never, ever. Uh-oh. Don't scare people like that. I thought you were an Imperial trooper. Not long ago, some people broke into the Magitech research facility and raised a huge ruckus. I used the opportunity to sneak in and grab this glowing stone. For 3,000 gil, it's yours. Yes, please. The Seraph Magicite. Yum, 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 yum. Wait, what is he currently on? Unicorn? What's he getting for Unicorn? Protected shell at 1%? I don't think so. Protected shell at 2%? I don't think so. Protected 5%? That's a better idea. Shell at 5%? That is even a better idea. Raise with 5%. That is definitely a good idea. Get a second raise going. We'll do the protected shell after. I don't think it's very hard. Most Americans even don't realize how big Canada is in comparison to their own country. It is the second largest country in the world, and it's barely smaller than Russia. Hudson Bay is definitely interesting. Has a huge history. One of the biggest corporations in Canadian history is the Hudson Bays Company. I've never been myself, but I understand it's incredibly gorgeous. Okay. What's the next one that we can do? What is the next thing that we can get for Mog? Actually, if I turn encounters off, that would be really quick. Yeah, that would be really quick. I'm thinking I'm gonna get it just to get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it just to get it. What's the best way to do it, though? He wonders, thinking he already knows the answer. Actually, that's South Figaro. That's Duncan's cabin. Returner's hideout. Yeah, Returner's hideout's right there. That's the best way to do it. Just go to the Returner's hideout. Okay. Because by going to the Returner's hideout, we can go like this. This is not the Returner's hideout. Can't be. Or we're in Mount Colts again. We don't want to be in Mount Colts. We want to be in the Returner's hideout. Yeah, I do believe they are. Some sort of wild boar variant. Oh, the Returner's hideout is up there. I was confused. Apparently, I'm in too rocky an area to land. There we go. You see, because went to the Returner's hideout, I can quickly do this. You may wonder why I usually use Gao to cast spells when he's not typically a magic user. It's because the way his character works, the rages, he's not controllable when he's in combat. So using magic points on him outside of combat just doesn't matter. Because you can never use them in combat. I say never, but most of the time you can't use them. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to head to the belt the long way. Because we could just take the the airship to the belt. But the reason we're doing that is that Mog should learn. Oh yeah, this is an area from much earlier in the game. Mog should learn a new dance just from this. There he goes, got water harmony. But now I should be able to next time I get off of this raft, I should be able to turn on no encounters, so I can just go through the belt cycle really quickly and get back to the airship and continue the story. There's a limit insofar as what spells are available. I mean, you can't learn spells that don't exist. But as long as a spell is available to you, you can learn it. See, now I can go like this. Encounters are off. Get a nice quick save. Without you actually using quick save. And the raft will... Oh, that didn't turn off the fights in this... Oh! Very interesting. I did not realize that did not turn because you're on rails. I get it. I understand. I get what you're putting out, game. Alexa, take Final Fantasy VI out of the Motherlode dungeon. See, learning all kinds of stuff today. While that's happening, I will just reset my Babel.net app. Just in case. Yeah, no. And oh yeah, that's right. I know where I am. Wait, what am I doing here? What is this place? Well, this is Nikea. I don't even have to go to the belt. This is so nice. That's right, because they opened up the shortcut. Yes, they opened up the shortcut. Look them. Buy back those. A few, 3 of those. Get 1 of those. Excellent. And we'll go down here. Get out the way, kid. They hop aboard. This will take us to South Figaro. We go up through Mount Colts. Since there's no encounters on right at the moment, it's just the runtime now. And then we can continue on with the story. This is not Goldshire. However, he won't let me leave the boat for some reason. The town's crawling with Imperial troops. Gotta slip through without being seen. He's going to put us in a chest. Can't be too careful. Okay. Up we go on Mount Colts. I wonder if there's any way to get there. I actually think I am missing a few things from Mount Colts. One of these days I'll have to look into it. That's why the ability to turn off random encounters is really quite nice when you're doing something like this. But it's always very dangerous to do stuff like that, because if you do it enough during the regular story, you're going to find yourself very underpowered when you go to the boss fight. But now we'll turn encounters on. So we've got all the dances that he needs. Yeah, there's a couple other things we could do. Before we, but I'm going to move on in the story because I can come back and do these off stream. was reading about who I should bring to the next base. Okay. Oh, interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. Actually do have Wowhead open. Refresh. Wowhead. This down to Enter. Age. Remastered Blarg. Mistweaver Blarg. Have a quick peek here. Summary of the changes for Windwalker Monk. Oh, yeah. I would have to do this for you guys to see it. There we go. No! I'm glad that's gone. I'm glad that's gone. Wish that was baked in. Zenith. That's essentially just Storm, Earth, and Fire without the clones. Is what that is. Huh. I hate that. I dislike that. I really hate that that's gone. Oh, it is. It's amazing. I hate that Invoker's Delight is gone. And I deeply dislike... That means I can... If that's a choice node between those two, that means I can realistically actually take Strike of the Windlord instead of Whirling Dragon Punch and not feel bad about it. Oh, that's so much nicer. Look at what they did with Flurry Strikes. They're generated by your auto attacks and trigger when you cast Fists of Fury, so you have way more control over them now. So, I use Zwen, and it automatically casts Celestial Conduit. That's a nice change. But I would have to be a Celestial Monk to do that. Interesting. I like there's a built-in mastery tracker to show your last used spell, because I've made that mistake a bunch. playing around energy and other buffs when playing Shadow Pan. Yeah, because, like I said, they made Flurry Strikes work much better. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I can't say I like it. I can't say I dislike it. I need to get my hands on it to make to decide. Anyway. Anyway. Where am I and where am I going? I am here. I am going down there. Oh, that's the sealed gate that we're going to. That's the base in between us and the sealed gate. Hey, cop. Just land. Actually, that I got distracted by the Warcraft stuff. I was just reading, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, that the guide is suggesting that we take Sabin instead of Edgar. We're going to swap him in. Get him kitted up. Okay, so we want him to have an amulet. There isn't one. Poison and Darkness Fairy Ring will have to do. And instead of Black Belt. Hyper Wrist. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And abilities. He has 0 magic. So we're gonna start him up. Has Bismarck? Mog has Bismarck? Surely to God, Mog doesn't need Bismarck anymore. Raise 76%. Wait, Mog, you can get raise other places, can you not? Then again, maybe not. I guess not. Well then. Crap. Screw it, we'll do it like that. Let's go. Huh. That's odd. There aren't any guards. Still, we shouldn't stand around. Let's go. There's no guards in this Imperial military base. Huh. Strange. It's almost like they've abandoned it for some reason. This is another one of those that you can only do once. We need to make sure that we get Provoker, Antares, and Lich into our Blitz, into our Bestiary. Provoker. Need Antares and Lich. I think they stop in this room, so I'm just going to go back and forth until we get a Lich. Zombie Dragon! Okay. Item. Holy Water. Zombie Dragon. Okay. I'm going to go back a room because I'm still trying to get one of the... I still think maybe I might miss Lich if I don't, so... I have no idea why his spine was disconnected from his head. You got me, buddy. Okay, Water Harmony. I think maybe because he was rising out of the earth. Goody, Sabin learned his AoE Fire Dance. Now we're still looking for Lich. Where are you, Lich? Wait, I'm beginning to wonder if we saw Lich and I just didn't. Outcast? That wasn't in the list. Quit stumbling, Mog. It doesn't matter. Water breath is going to hold the day anyway, but... Alexa, put stumbling in the Motherlode dungeon, please. There's the Lich. Yeah, I already got him. I just didn't notice. Quit stumbling, Mog. Well, she was confused. It's a status effect. Where you hit your friends and heal your enemies. So she was spinning around and around and around. Okay. Ow. Trying to remember how to get across this. Oh, that's right. Nope. Okay, first things first. Item. Holy water. Zombie dragon. Dance. Water harmony. Or cannon. Mog will get better at dancing the more times he does it, and the higher his level goes, so... Wow, we got some really low HP people in the party. Obtained an X potion. To see. I think that's right. See which one? Antares. There we go. Plasma. Gao learned raise. Okay. First things first. Abilities. Gao. Okay, buddy. What are you gonna do next? That's right, Shell. And then he can get the other one going. It's Saban's done with it. What's that called? Iji's cheat? Okay, that's what that is. Got the X potion, got the head G's Jeet. Get over there. I see. I see, I see. Oh, I can't get over there like that. If I try to get on that one, it'll just drop me in the lava again. Has to be some way to do this. Zombie dragon. Let's just hit him. Earned raids. Smog. Espers. The Seraph again. Cura. Cure. Regen. Asuna. Yes, please. Okay, so we're trying to get down there. Mog's dances. That's his special ability. Change the environment. He can turn any environment into any other environment he knows. That's why we went and fought with him in all those different places to learn those. So his water harmony dance changes it into underwater. And according to the little thing that I'm reading here, everything in here is has a weakness to water-based spells. So crap. Yep, Mog is now a permanent party member. So I go here, then I go here. I see. Go all the way down. Rasp and Shell. Is that all he gets from that? No. Also learning Osmos, and then he'll go get Protect from the other one. Okay. Down. Here. Down here. Okay. So from here on... Zombie dragons and outcasts are about all we'll see. Almost all we'll see. Oh, if the zombie dragon is alone, I can actually use a much more efficient dance, Twilight Requiem. Very nice. And the Moo Rage. Okay. Enter, take the east path. Okay, attack, rage, mood, they say. Use the mood rage. Dance, Twilight Requiem. Blitz, Aura Cannon. Oh, that does work really well, actually. That just healed it. Guide? You betrayed me, Guide. You betrayed me. Osmos. Okay, abilities. Espers. Golem's probably the next one he's going to want. It's true, the Motherlode is beckoning to them. They who betray me, Motherlode shall have. I suppose he could sit there until Sabin is done with Golem. Yeah, that'll work. This leaps back around to High Ether. Much as I would like to use Move for that, I think we will switch back to Angloform since it's got these others with him. And back to Water Harmony we go. Now we can get Sabin off of the one that Gao wants to use next. So Sabin, and instead Sabin can go over to might actually be a good place for him to go. Sarah, Hate Sith, Bismarck. Excellent. Sounds good, buddy. I think I will be here for probably another hour, maybe 2. We'll see what happens with the whole getting into beta thing. Let's see, about the only other thing I want to do. Midnight beta. Yeah, no, I'm going to be switching over to the Warcraft channel. Midnight beta just popped up on my thing. So I'm going to be stopping here. Quick save. Yes. And I'm going to be done here for the day. And I'm going to go set up a stream. Might take me an hour to do that. Probably have some breakfast in the meantime. So we will be back as soon as humanly possible on the Midnight Beta. Until then, take care. We'll see you next time. Peace. Pop out.